Okay, so this video is going to be about customizing sounds in Team Fortress 2. This is going to be both about making your own custom sounds and how to install them. Intro done. Awesome. Okay, so let's go. Unfortunately, I'm going to be talking about how to make your own custom sounds first. If you want to just download things off of Game Banana and how to install those, that will be covered later on in the video. Hopefully, I won't forget. So, what you want to do is you want to download a couple programs. One is called Audacity, one is called WinRAR, and one is called GFCscape. WinRAR is only necessary if you're installing stuff off of Game Banana or doing anything. Just WinRAR in general is useful. You can also replace that with 7-zip because 7-zip is essentially the exact same thing for the exact same price, free. Audacity can be replaced with any other audio editing software. Audacity is free and it's very easy to use, very powerful. I used it a lot for this. You're also going to want to use a website called youtubeconverter.com or youtubemp3.com. I'll leave a link in the description for all this stuff. It's a very easy website to use. You don't have to sign up. It's free. All it does is it converts the link that you send it to an MP3 file that you can download. So you just get the audio off of a video that you may want to make into a custom sound for TF2. Because that's what I use it for. So, let's get started. So, let's go to your TF folder. If you don't know how to go there, I'll show you how. But if I have to show you how, you have to promise me that you'll make a shortcut of it. Because it will save you thousands of hours of time. It'll save you a couple minutes, but if you're on a 32-bit computer, you want to open this folder. If you're on a 64-bit computer, you want to open this folder. Scroll down, find Steam. Scroll down, find Steam apps. Find Common, TF2. There's the folder. Feel free to create a shortcut right now. It's totally worth it. Okay. Once you're in here, it might look a little bit different. Yours might look a little bit different than mine. That it might not have a custom folder. If it doesn't have a custom folder, make a new folder, name it custom. So, I forget if I'm going to talk about installing stuff. No, yeah, installing stuff's later. So, making stuff. Rule of thumb, number 1. You can't put it directly in the custom folder. It has to be... this doesn't really make sense, but you have to have a folder inside the custom folder named anything. But then the folders inside of that have to be named very specific things. So these are not in relation to anything in TF2. They're just to help me know what's in them. For instance, in my custom stuff folder, there's a sound folder. As far as you're concerned, since we're talking about creating custom sounds, every folder inside of the first folder inside of custom, it's going to have a sound folder, if that makes any sense. So you go in your custom, you make a folder, call it whatever you want. Inside, you have to make a folder called sound. From there, it varies. In this case, it has a UI. And then after that, it has a hit sound wave file. Make sure that just it's a wave file. It's not an MP3. So, you're probably wondering, what's the difference between a valve pack file? Like, what's a valve pack file? A valve pack file is this. It is just prioritized over folders. Because Valve, why not? So let's look in here. My custom stuff. Folder name that doesn't matter. Sound folder, UI, hit sound. We're going to back up a bit. Actually, let's not back up too much. So, a name that doesn't really matter, with a sound file, an ambient folder, and then a train wave and train data. Train data, I don't know if that's really necessary. It's kind of a long story as to how that got in there, but they're essentially the exact same thing. It's just Valve decided, hey, let's put priority over this. So, let's show you how to find what to name stuff for stuff. So, you want to go to your TF folder. You want to find TF2 sound mist directory. Open it. the GCF scape, it is awesome because it lets you open these folders, VPK files. So you see that there's a sound folder. If you scroll down, you'll see that there's a UI folder. If you scroll down enough, you'll see there is a hit sound.wave. There you go. That's pretty much how you'd find anything. You just kind of have to look around and guess. I don't know what the hell these are. I really haven't done too much digging in this, to be honest. I usually do most of my digging in weapons, because that's the funnest thing to replace. If you wanted to replace something like bonk, however, well, I'll just show you how much of a bitch this can be. So you'll think, oh, maybe it'll be B for bonk. Oh, it's not. Maybe it's in C for criticola. No, it's also not. Maybe it's in D for drinking. No. I don't know what else you'd think it'd be in there, named as. Maybe you'll try player. But it's not in B, it's not in C, it's not in D, it's not in here. And then you'd go back, but you'd actually find out you're wrong because it's right here. Just still in the exact same thing, just slightly lower down. As PL Scout Dodge Can Crush and PL Scout, just all these PL Scout Dodge cans. These all have to do with drinking stuff. So if you wanted to change the sound that he makes after he's tired, like after he's drinking it and he's like, well, you can imagine that would be right here. And so, if you want to replace that, what you do is you'd open, you'd make a new folder, name it whatever you wanted, put in it a sound folder, then you'd get inside the sound folder, you'd make a player folder, and inside that, you'd get the audio file that you wanted to replace the panting with, and name it PL Scout Dodge Tired. And you'd have to make sure that the audio file that you replaced it with was a WAV file. Always WAV file. I remember I thought I saw an MP3 file in here some time ago. I haven't seen it since, so I'm just gonna say, just in case you run into that yourself, if you see an MP3 file, well, I guess I can kind of show you once I'm showing you Audacity, so I'll leave that little note for later. Yeah, so I guess let's go to making the custom sound files themselves. So you open up Audacity, exit out. Now let's say that you download, say, JonTron Getting Mad, and he says fine. Or no, let's do this one. This is always good. So this is Tom Kenny here. He's in my hallway listening to my neighbors have sex.
Hey guys, Tom Kelly here in my hallway listening to my neighbor have sex.
So maybe you want to make Tom Kelly, maybe you want to make him saying Tom Kelly in his creepy voice your hit sound, or maybe something like a backstab sound. Well, yeah, as you can imagine, it's kind of hard to see where the exact spot where he says it, so you do Control-1, and it zooms in, which is awesome, and Control-3 to zoom out, which is also awesome.
Tom Kelly here.
So let's zoom back in again.
Tom Kelly here. Tom Kelly.
So what you do is just drag.
Is Tom Kelly here?
Press space, and you could listen to just the selected audio.
Tom Kelly here.
That's a little bit bad, so you just drag it closer.
Tom Kelly.
Still Tom Kelly here. Drag that a little bit closer. Tom Kelly. Good enough. So, export selected audio. Shit. As you can imagine, as you can imagine, the audio is a bit quiet. A great way to combat that is to go to Amplify and just the shit out of it, and you get that beautiful clipping sound. You probably don't want to.
Tom Kelly.
That sounds better. So now that little selected bit there is, it's been amplified, export selected audio. This is the thing I was talking about with the MP3s and WAV files. So if you're replacing an MP3, save as an MP3. If you're replacing a WAV file, save as a WAV. I don't think I don't think TF2 really recognizes anything but waves, but just in case it does, there you go. And then you'd save it. Make sure that you do selected audio, export selected audio.
I'm Kelly.
Don't have to say any changes, and there you go. Tom Kelly. It's not really the best, but doesn't really matter because this is just an example. So, what's a TF2 folder directory that I know off by heart? I know the backstab one off by heart. So you do folder, name literally anything you want, and inside you make a sound folder because you have to have a sound folder next. Then you'd have a weapons folder because that's where you find the WAV file itself in for backstab sound. And you drag this guy in, but that wouldn't be enough because you have to specify what exact sound that you're replacing. So you're replacing the sound of spy backstab, so it's crit, that's knife, knife, swing, crit. And so now, if you're not interested in installing stuff, making your own stuff, I mean, this is when installing stuff from Game Banana actually kicks in, because with this folder, well, I guess when you're downloading something off of Game Banana, you'll have three different types of things. You'll either get a folder named anything, or you'll get a folder with a folder that's just called sound, or you'll get a VPK file. This is how you install any of them. So the folders themselves, they just go into the custom folder, or you can take the sound folder out of them and put it into an existing folder. If it's a sound folder itself, as you can imagine, just put it into an existing folder, or you can make a folder, name it whatever you want. If you get a VPK file, you can just put it into the custom file directly, like the custom file directory. So that's how you install stuff off of Game Banana, and that's how you'd install a custom sound that you just made too. However, you might be wondering how to make it into a VPK, which is very easy. This is going back into making your own custom sounds. So, well, actually, this also can apply to someone installing stuff from Game Banana, because VPKs have preference over VPKs have preference over folders. Okay, so let's back it up. Go to bin, scroll all the way down, and then you'll find a VPK and make a shortcut. Yeah. So you say you either just made this, or you downloaded it off of Game Banana. If it's just a sound, just put it in a folder called anything. Just make sure that you put it in a folder called anything, because it won't work otherwise. And then you just drag it onto the shortcut, just very simple, and you just drag that into your custom folder. Very, very simple. If you have custom VPK files that you'd like to edit, you just take them, drag them into the shortcut, and then you get the folder back. And then you can edit that, delete this. Actually, if you edit this, I wonder. Let's do a little test right now. Test. If I drag this back in, will it update this guy? It will not. So make sure that you have this deleted. So just drag that in, and now well, you learn stuff every day, is that right? So, I don't get what the fuck's going on there, but I'm assuming that it's looking at the folders and seeing that that one has nothing to do with anything in it, so it might as well not put it in. That's my guess. So, anyways, I believe that is everything. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I didn't, okay, I kind of went over my time limit, but who cares? Thanks for watching. If there's anything that I feel like I didn't explain quite well enough, I'll put annotations up on the video itself. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment. I will answer them, sure. So yeah, thanks for watching.